girl just woke up. She almost fainted from the shock. She realized her body had changed under her clothes. Some things are more. Some things are gone, and the boy on the other side looked at his body in despair. He almost cried with fear. They opened the window at the same time and saw that they had become each other. That's right. The souls of these neighbors and rivals have swapped. Nell was a student. All she could think about was studying. In a week's time, if she passes her interview at Yale, she'll be offered a place at Yale. Woody, on the other hand, is a punk. He's always at the bottom of the list, but he's a gold medalist on the football team. If he wins the last game, he could get into college on a special offer. But they didn't like each other, and they fought a lot. The reason they switched souls was because they had a fight in front of a statue. He called her a nerd with no friends. She called him a toad with no future. They were too involved in the fight, so they didn't notice. There was a cloud of smoke around them. That night, their souls were swapped. The next day, they fought again in the playground. Nell was almost in tears.
I don't want to be a boy, okay? I especially don't want to be you. No. Don't cry, don't cry.
Woody reassured her that maybe tomorrow they'd be back, as long as they found a way to get through the day. Nell went to the boys' restroom for the first time. She shyly hides on the toilet to take a leak. When Woody was called upon to answer a question in class, he surprised the teacher with his outrageous answers. Nell was confronted by Woody's girlfriend with obscenities. She yelled at Woody's girlfriend at rugby practice. Nell's rusty, stiff body movements are berated by the coach. They both had a very uncomfortable day. They thought they'd get a night's sleep and be back on their feet. When they woke up the next day, their souls were still intact. Woody was furious with the way Nell was dressed. Cotton shirt, slacks, and a big center parting.
Excuse me for taking a little pride in your appearance.
You're gonna ruin my life. I look like a male version of you.
Well, as long as I'm stuck inside this disgusting body, you'll just have to put up with it.
If that's the way you want it, sweet cheeks.
To get back at Nell, Woody changed his style. High heels, short skirts, low-cut dresses. Her classmates were shocked by Nell's change. Woody struts through the crowd. Nell grabbed a shirt to cover him up. The conflict between the two deepens. Woody's unruly behavior upsets Nell. To get back at him, Nell breaks up with his school sweetheart. Woody couldn't take it. He got into a guy's car. He was so proud of himself. He said he'd give Nell her first time. The girl was looking for a night on the town when the guy pulled her in for the next step. Nell ran away in fear. After all, it was Woody's soul that lived inside her. To grown men doing that kind of thing, it was too much for Woody to bear. And Nell, in Woody's body, stayed up all night worrying. The next day, rumors started flying around the school. They all said that Nell had sex with that man. When Nell found out, he sat her in the hallway and cried. The teacher couldn't help but ask what had happened.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I just found out I lost my virginity in a trailer park.
See Nell's despondency. Woody told her the truth. In fact, nothing happened last night. After learning that the man was spreading rumors, Woody went straight to the field. He wanted to beat him up, but he was too weak. Nell rushed out and took the man under control. She made him tell the truth in front of everyone. Afterwards, Nell couldn't help but think that it was nice to beat people up. At the same time, the two began to realize the seriousness of the situation, because in a few days, Woody will be attending an important ball game, and Nell had to attend an interview at Yale University. The two recalled why they had suddenly swapped souls. They remembered that the last time they argued was in front of an idol. This idol was the god of witchcraft. Maybe it's all about him. So they went to the idol again. They praised each other in front of the idol. They hoped the idol would bring their souls back to life. But it didn't work. In that case, they had to think of another way. Looking at the man who was knocked down by Nell's punch, Woody had a sudden thought that
I have my body, my strength. All I need to do is show you how to use it. Huh?
Okay. And we could study so you can get through my interview.
And Woody taught Nell how to dribble, and Nell taught him interviewing techniques. They tried to get used to each other's lives. Woody went to girls' slumber parties. Nell stopped playing by the rules and followed her best friend to parties. She got her first hangover. Their perceptions of each other were changing, and the atmosphere between them began to become a little more ambiguous, until the day Woody accidentally found out from Nell's mom when Nell thought of him.
He's trouble and he's a loser. You told me so yourself.
Woody was heartbroken. He braved the rain and went out to the field to play ball. Just then, Nell came over. They had a big fight. Nell thought he was nervous about tomorrow's game. She said something to cheer him up, but Woody wasn't listening.
I'm a loser, I'm trouble, and I'm stupid. It's basic genetics. Can't help it.
It's okay, baby, for you to
Funny.
feel.
Never took you for a quitter.
Next day, They woke up, they had the most important game and interview for each other. The girl with the big shoes to fill went to an interview at Yale, and it all went wrong because she's got the soul of an underachiever living in her body. And on the other side, the gold medalist athlete is having trouble on the field. Can they swap souls and help each other win the most important race and interview of their lives? Woody's interview starts off very well because Nell had already helped him with the simulation, but when the teacher asked him about his views on modern culture, he couldn't answer. Looking at the disappointed look on the teacher's face, Woody found another way to get out his headphones. He shared his favorite rock music with the teacher. He spoke passionately about how it was also a modern culture. Halfway through his game, the other team had a 14-point lead over them. By then, Woody had returned from his interview. Seeing Woody's encouraging look, Nell regained her confidence. She knew how important this game was to Woody. If he failed, he might not go on to college. He'd go to work for his dad at the hardware store. Nell gave it her all, and her teammates played a superb game. They tied the game in the second half, and on the deciding goal, Nell came out on top and won the game. The whole stadium cheered and celebrated. The coach of the college team offered him an olive branch. Woody and Nell walked towards each other in excitement.
You're going to college. No spatulas.
So, thank you.
You know what the best part is? I totally loved it. I mean, your adrenaline gets pumping and the crowd was totally into it. And
Neil had forgotten about the interview. Woody told him he passed the interview. His set yell was really good. They thanked each other profusely. They've completely let go of their preconceived notions about each other. They understood each other's choices and lives. And then a cloud of smoke appeared around them. And in an instant, they were finally back to their old selves at the school's alumni dance. Woody was dressed in a black suit, Nell in a dark green dress. They looked at each other with such love, as if they were the only ones left in the world. Listening to their sincere confessions, their classmates kept cheering, and they're officially in love. This movie is super cool. It's a movie that can inspire thinking about gender, sexism, and gender in society. I thought a lot while watching the movie about power in sex and power in intimate relationships. The odds are that the passive party in sex is in a submissive position in a power relationship. There is also Baudrillard's body as a consumer product, becoming a special symbol of consumption. Today, there is not only a tendency to consume only female bodies and temperaments, but male bodies and temperaments, and there is a tendency to consume neutrality. But which side does gender land on? Currently, the public is more accepting of landing on the female side. But will this shift in the future? As consumer culture saturates many aspects of society, the consumption of the body influences people's perceptions, especially in the area of relationships and dating. This has led to the idea that some people are obsessed with the division of attributes, while others are more inclined to blur them. Inside, there is a relationship between physical strength and temperament.